Let Us Become Sharper. The title was created based on the barber career, based on the CJ Clippers, the business that I established, and we ultimately extended the business to now the podcast. Always interesting, always flavorful. I have my guest today. We're gonna introduce the young lady,
Miss Delana.
the wonderful Delana, and we got my brother back again.
Back again.
Mr. Troy King, master barber, so fresh and so clean barbershop. He is back again to tell you, called me today, yesterday, tell about his toy drive that he got coming up. This brother is always doing something positive in the community. He's always giving back. He's always finding a way. We're going back to the back to school. It was amazing. The back to school, it came out there. We had Boys to Men, we got our brothers coming in, different businesses, different nonprofits and entities coming in to help us with these different events. But my brother Troy is going to come to you today and explain to you his toy drive, helping the kids out around the holidays. A wonderful brother, a master barber, a master of socialist, a social guy. He knows how to create what they say, try to give back. And we also try to be a pillar of the community. He does that. Troy, tell them about your event.
This is the third annual toy drive.
Okay.
And, what we do is we collect donations, toys, from businesses, people, and we give them back to kids, less fortunate families that don't, just don't have it. They're not able to afford, to give the kids something. Christmas always been something that kids look forward to, especially getting presents and things like that. And then we got different, entertainers, local entertainers and politicians and, people that's there, giving these things back and, making a positive impact in the community, even just showing up.
Yeah, we know how I get. We know how I get around that time of year. We know how I go. Listen, we know how I go. Either we've been through it or we've seen it on many different levels. So let us become sharper. Everybody introduce themselves. My name is CJ. Let us become sharper. So we coming in. Like I say, the podcast is inspired by my personal career. I built the business young. Established the business, and now we're taking from the business and expanding to the podcast. So let us become sharper / TNS podcast. TNS podcast, the TNS stands for the Thursday Night Society. We have a raffle. Thursday Night Society has a raffle that we're doing. We're giving away 50-50, no less than 150. We're doing the exchange, and we also doing TNS. People, it's a new version and a new dimension of the actual giveaway and raffle aspect. What happens with this is everybody's a winner, and that sounds like, probability, that sounds like that's crazy, but everybody's a winner in this case. So what happens is you keep your ticket. If you do not win the big prize, you keep your ticket and you cash. It almost counts as a rebate, almost counts as a coupon, if you will, to come back to the actual storehouse that we have created. TNS, Thursday Night Society, is creating its own entity. So we're moving forward we got a medley of things going here. We got a toy drive. We got a raffle giveaway going on. This is amazing progress that we're making. Back when we coming up in the old school barbershops, we would always say, the sharper the blade, the better the pay. It's only, it ain't no two sides to the truth. The truth only go one way. It only go one way. So we got my brother Troy. We got the wonderful Delana. Delana, how do you feel? You feel how you look?
Absolutely.
Well, then you feel great.
I feel great.
You feel great because you look great today.
Thank
Delana,
you.
glad to have you here on this evening. We're going back to the raffle tickets. I want to just say one thing. Like me and Troy were speaking about the barber industry. We got Get to the Bag. Get to the Bag is an entity that is setting up economic structure and teaching how to scale the business. We had events, we have the next event. I will keep you posted, and we'll also be featuring the podcast at our next event. So that's how we do. So we have the raffle coming in. I want to just expound upon that a little bit. The raffle is going to be drawn on Thursday night. The hours of Thursday Night Society is between 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. And that's Thursday Night Society is where dreams come true. I was speaking about tickets. I want to speak to y'all. There's some people, before we get to the topic, there's some people who don't understand CJ. See, now's the time for you to understand CJ. I'm somebody. And I know I got Delaney here and I got my brother Trevor. Let me tell you something about me. I come up out my environment very, very young. Y'all gonna respect my cho. Coming up out of my environment very, very young, we had something called cho. Cho mean money. For anybody that's green mean you don't understand what we're talking about. Respect my cho. I was coming up out my environment. I came out of my environment on a master barber ticket in the barber shop, taking care of the clientele, building clientele, booked, like you say, you booked, you have appointments, barbers. But there's something that they forgot about CJ. It's one thing that they forgot. I came out of my environment on a master barber ticket. That's how I got my first cho. But I also came out of my environment on a big player ticket. Big player ticket. I came out on a big player ticket. Whenever it's 65%, I know how to cash in my ticket to make it 100. So now that we understanding the big player ticket, don't let nobody, like doing with the raffle. A guy asked me, what's the purpose of the raffle? The purpose of the raffle is the mission for morale. Don't let anybody attack your morale. My big player ticket protects my morale. I'm really like that, for real. I'm really like that. And when I come on this podcast, I just love to say that to, Day, who's, we two are the same. He came out on this master barber ticket, but he got his big player ticket too. Huh? Up there on Big 13 Mile. Huh? It's real in the field,
It's real.
It's real. This is what we do. And the lady got hers too. Yeah. She got hers because she know me. Yeah. So if you know me, then you already down. Now, we're going to come back to Troy. Troy going to give you a few facts. Matter of fact, let's get Troy this. Let's do it this way. When I go on the podcast, ain't no shame in my game. We're going to have Troy get the notes here. We want everything, because we're going to put his flyer up, but we want everything. The toy drive is on the 12th.
Yeah, that's next Thursday.
So that's next Thursday. So his toy drive is set up for the 12th of December. That's 3 days before my birthday. That's 5 days before that's mine. 5 days before Delaney's birthday. So we Sagittarius.
Yep.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to have all the details. We're going to put his flyer up. We're going to make it beautiful, and he's going to work on that. But we're going to come back to that. We're going to let him take. He's going to lay it out for you. Everything about the toy drive. Now I'm going to drive y'all into a topic. Now when you come on this podcast, it's topic based. I don't care if it's toy drive. I don't care if it's
stressed over there.
I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care if it's raffle. I don't care. We always have a topic. Our topics are fire. We work hard on these topics. Our last topic, give you a recap. The last topic, we're going to ask Troy this topic. We're going to bring him into the panel. Me and Delaney already answered, but it's time for his. We're going to touch this topic, and then we're going to go to another topic. So it's going to be a two-part topic podcast today. So let's get to it. Troy. Now hold before we go to Troy. Delaney. Now last time I spoke with you, I asked you, what was if you had 5 boxes, our last podcast was 5 boxes. If you had 5 boxes that a person that were options that were available for a person to check, how many of those boxes would a person have to check for you to take that person seriously? That was our last topic. You'll be answering this today. And of those boxes, what's the most important box that a person would have to check in order for you to take them serious? The number one box that you need checked in order for you to take a person serious.
Okay, let's go with so we're gonna do okay, the boxes are what I expect or what I
That's right. Your personal, that's what makes this topic so great. It's so great that we can take it from here to here. This topic is so great. So the 5 boxes are your, for lack of a better word, your standard.
Okay, is that towards people or the opposite sex?
We're gonna normally we've been compartmentalizing into a relationship.
Okay.
No, that's the normal thought.
Okay.
When I talk about this on the streets,
yeah,
they always go there. So that's where we've been going. But you can shift it how you can become sharper. You want to roll how you roll. Okay. Yeah, so of the 5, so okay, I like that. So of the 5 boxes, what is the most important box that you need checked?
Communication.
Oh.
We become sharper. Oh, she liked that.
Because what's my number one box? What's my number one box?
Loyalty.
Okay, number two.
Your second box was communication.
Loyalty is first.
So y'all got one of the same boxes in count. My box was make me look good. That's the number one box I need checked. Make me look good. We're going to make sure that we put the podcast with this toy drive. We're going to do the thing that's right. That's my brother. You know? So the first thing for me was make me look good.
Yeah.
Don't wear the turtleneck all the way up to the neck.
So she got to have some fashion.
All the way down to the ankles. You coming in looking like you just came out somebody's kitchen.
Yeah, I
mean, and you know when we go on that big, she got to match the. Come on, man, make me look good.
Beautiful women.
I should be able to hear the report the next day from somebody who I ain't talked to. Like, you see that guy CJ Mag? He had a hammer with it.
Why is it number one though?
That's the number one.
Yeah, that's number one for him.
That's the most important
that's
thing.
I ain't saying it's not important.
That's an ego
thing.
Well, it's not an ego thing. Oh no! Whoa!
It's okay though. That's not bad though.
Oh, we need commercials. I would have went to commercial right there. Oh, I would have went to commercial.
That's not bad though, bro. Ego is not bad.
It's not. It's not ego.
It is ego strong.
You have a standard with yourself.
Yes.
So your standard,
I like that.
Your standard with yourself is what you want for someone that's with you.
Yes.
Exactly.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
It's not an ego thing. Make me look good.
But that ain't my number one.
No, of course. No, communication is your number one. Back to you.
Because sometimes women have their own, their own style. And then if I'm liking her, I like her style. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's gonna make me look good.
Oh, that was the most politically correct
absolutely
answer that was ever given in broadcasting history. I love that. So the first thing, we wrote that. So the first one for you is communication.
The second one will be respect.
Okay, respect. That's a big one. See, let me tell you something. I don't even care about that. I'll take respect and throw that over there in the other box. If you make me look good, because you will try to respect me and don't make me look good.
But I ain't gotta respect you.
Well,
then, nope. Look good.
Listen,
you are respecting me. You make me look good.
If they respect you, they're gonna make you look good.
No, that ain't true.
Well, you talking about
that ain't true.
Well, see, you talking about in a fashion statement.
Yeah, they were.
I'm talking about period.
Well, you know I ain't gonna be around nobody that don't respect me. I'm talking about you gotta respect my opinion.
You still on that?
Yeah, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't.
I get it. No.
Okay.
I get it.
So we got the number one box you need checked is communication. That is important. That is very important. The second box that you got checked is respect. That's a big one. Okay, we need 3 more from you. Family. Okay. Family.
Well,
I'm big on family too.
Well, the thing is, I think sometimes when you have, because you can't deal with all family. All family, sometimes things don't mesh, but family is just a genuine love circle.
Yeah.
It's, without like, I ain't got to try to prove nothing to you for you to like me, for you to love me, or for you to,
tolerate me,
tolerate and deal with, who I am.
Right.
And, I think that's a good structure, so sometimes if you see, a female, and she don't even have to have a strong, big family, but just, that structure.
Yeah.
So
that is important.
Because a lot of things I look at, because you can see a lot on the surface, but what's most important is what you can see in the inside of a person, and, and I think, for me, family, because I'm big on family.
I also believe that family is what you make it. It don't have to be blood. It's not blood related.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because I got family.
True. Yeah. That's true.
That we do not share the same blood, but we are family.
Absolutely. Sure I agree with that.
For sure.
And that's where that loyalty, because that would be my next one.
And that's number one for
me.
I
don't believe in that.
Well, the reason why I even say, I don't believe in that. Loyalty, because, some people be loyal for a purpose.
Exactly.
For
what you loyal for? I don't believe in that.
Unconditional.
Yeah, right. And Rico was loyal too and paid in full.
to
So you saw those 14 bricks in that bag right there. Oh, you got 14 bricks right there. You got 16 bricks. Who hit you? Hey.
And
we're gonna get Sonny back. Yeah, okay.
and I'm gonna go back to family too. The reason why I even say family is because of how my belief when it comes to people. You know, if I see a person and they know how to value you as a person, not what you got or what you can give, you know, in monetary or anything for any selfish reason, that says a lot, because everything to me is made for people. Money, everything that we deal with tangible is made for people.
Yes.
So if you can put people, over all these things, your character, your heart is, in a good place. And that's where you can build genuine family structure, not being related or somebody you grew up with. Because that,
Exactly.
I ran with, some cats and still got friendships, that I consider family, you know, and the respect is there, the same way.
Absolutely.
You know,
So I like the family piece. So we got 3 for you. Give me 2 more.
I gave you 4.
You gave me 4? Well, give me 1 more. What was the 4? So the 4 was communication. You had respect, family. The 4th one was
loyalty.
Loyalty. Oh, so you added loyalty to yours too.
He did.
And what's the last one? Just
Trust.
Okay, and you got trust. So that's 5. Trust is good. I don't trust either. I don't believe in that either.
I do.
And and this is the thing for me though, CJ. The trust factor, because I'm so I take people as face value.
For sure.
As what I see. So I'm gonna trust you until you give me a reason not to trust.
Right.
So and sometimes when that trust is broken, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get back.
Man, it's not coming back.
It can come back if it's genuine, bro.
I don't give it back. I'm one of them guys. I'm like, my thing is this: I don't trust nothing but Thursday night. The society. All I trust is TNS. That's all I trust in this world. I don't trust. I don't even get into that because I understand circumstances and situations.
True.
Circumstances and situations, a person will buckle or switch up and then come back and say, trust me.
Well, see, and that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes circumstances, situations,
it be circumstances.
That do happen. So is that out of that person normal, out of their control? And so can they identify and then stand on, you know what I'm saying, what it is that they can.
That's too much red tape for me.
Well, I mean,
by the time,
and that's what a lot of people do. But this is my thing. Like, seriously, is that I'm a forgiving person. Like, because I had to be forgiven, with things in life. Oh, yeah. So for me not to give, anything or anyone a chance, especially if it's genuine. But when it comes to the point where it's not genuine and it's completely gone, you can't get it back. It is
dead. What it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I had an issue with trusting people. Like I trust nobody. But I seen an interview with DMX. I don't know how long ago it was. And he said he trusts everybody because you trust them to be who they are.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And if you trust them to be who they are, you know how they operate.
Yeah, but I don't like who they are.
But you trust who they are, but you ain't got to deal with them. But you trust who they are. You trust who they are because they're showing you who they are.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. So Troy, we got 5. We got 5 for you.
You see, I didn't say love.
You didn't. Nobody did.
Actually,
I didn't say love. She didn't say love.
No. You know why? I just want to because a lot of people say that loosely. I love you. I love you.
Yes.
And it don't really be genuine. It's just a term. So people use it as a term of endearment.
Yeah.
This is why you can love me, but don't respect me. I'd rather you respect me than love me.
Oh,
because let's say if you my mate and we share the same bed together, I can leave and not worry about you because you respect me enough that ain't nothing gonna come in between you and me in this bed.
I like the way that
you can tell me you love
sounding
me.
Good.
You can tell me you love me
all day
and going to see and you might do.
And then go out talk about
but you don't respect
I love
me.
You. I sure love you.
You don't respect me.
I sure love you.
Because Peter and Paul, what I'm saying.
Let me take this phone and put it on block. Man, that's how they roll. That's how they. So Troy, out of so now that you've established, so how the topic works is, we start off with the one that's the most important, the number 1 box you got to check. What are the 5 boxes? And now out of those 5 boxes, how many do you have to have checked as mandatory for you to take a person seriously? Do they have to check all 5? Do they have to check 2? Just the 1, which is communication? How many boxes do you need checked before you say, okay, this is good enough for me to move forward with this person in a serious manner?
I ain't gonna say trust, because that's why I put it last. Because I I'm gonna take it as face value.
For sure.
Anyway. Communication is most definitely one, because I'm a type of person, I'm a giver. I care. I've been raised, you got to be a provider, whatever. So the only way I know in my capabilities of myself how to help you or be there for you is dialogue,
right?
So or how we can grow, or how we can, just anything. So the communication is most definitely, is one, and respect.
So you need okay, so those 2 are important. So you need 2 boxes checked. Those are mandatory for the 2, or do you need 3? Or do you just or them 2 good enough?
Well,
to take a person
that's really good enough for me, because I think everything else you can kind of over time, but because it's the thing with communication is, when you're trying to get to know someone, you want to be able to understand them. And then if you got open communication where y'all can you can be open and honest with me, then I can take that and receive that. Then I know, okay, is this somebody I want to deal with,
right?
Or is this do I see that where we're going, because I'm not type, I don't want wasted time.
Yeah.
Okay. I've done that.
So right. So it's safe to say that you need 2 boxes checked.
Yeah, the 2 is good.
The 2.
He need less than we do.
Delana said 4. Delana said 4, and I said 3. And I said 3.
What's your 3? We know what your 1 is.
My number 1 box, you got to make me look good.
Yeah.
Numero uno. The number box is number 1 box.
That's that vanity. You
got to make me look good.
You're a groomsman. You can't your profession and making other people look good.
Yeah, you got to make me look good.
You got to feel the same way.
The second one that I said is you got to know how to cook. So that's a box that has to be checked for me. And the third one I said is you got to have you some cho. You got to have you some cho. Cho mean money. You got to have you some cho somewhere of some sort, because I can't see the real you if a person is always needing you for something.
Oh Lord,
they always on their best behavior. But if you already cho, try to flip those tables when you're dealing with somebody who got more cho than you. Now they telling you, hey, dig this. I'm like this.
Yeah.
They not never gonna hesitate to do whatever they feel they need to do. So that's why I said those 3, but those are just my 3, and that's all I need. The other ones that I said I needed somebody that had a sense of humor, because I got that kind of humor that throws people sometimes, and you had to be intelligent.
Yeah,
I can't be sitting up here talking to somebody like, huh?
That's part of communication.
I told you my whole life story. You like, huh?
Yeah.
So I can't do that. So that's very, very powerful. We went into the topic. So we let Troy actually come in and take that topic. So he went 2 boxes checked. He made it clear what his 5 boxes were. And he said the most important for him is communication. That's the number 1. That's a good. I like that. I like the way that that's shaped up. So what we want to do, we want to pause now. We want to make sure that we allow Troy to give communicate.
Right.
His box he got. We want him to communicate the toy drive to you now. We're going to allow that time, and then we're going to make sure that we address our supporters. Troy, I want you to take that and let the people know exactly what's going on with this toy drive.
Yeah, it will be held from 5 to 9 at the event house on Southfield Road, right next to Panero. We got WJLB 97.9 that will be doing a live radio broadcast with Big Dog Blast.
Okay.
We got Detroit Lions player Khalil Dorsey.
Okay.
Number 30.
Okay.
He will
number
be
30
there.
for the Lions coming. The Lions is winning.
Then
I see the Lions gear.
I got the local rapper that's making a lot of noise. G-Mac.
Okay, G-Mac go come.
Yeah.
He's doing all the.
Always winning.
That's right.
He
go right in the studio after the game.
Yeah.
After the game,
his penmanship is legendary.
He's straight to the. He's straight. Yeah. Great communicator on that mic.
Yeah. And you know, we got the Southfield Police Department, we got Lee's Beauty Supplies, Motor City Soul Food, a lot of good sponsors.
Beautiful.
You know, Boys to Men, we have the kids, you know, that's
Mhm.
coming out, that's, you know, that's gonna help facilitate. We got a Black Santa, you know, for you know, Santa Claus, it's Christmas time.
Beautiful.
But you know, the main thing is just, you know, being able to give back,
Okay.
you know, to kids and to people that, you know, at a time when they would want something or expect something and might not get anything, you know, and to see the smile on others' faces, you know what I'm saying, and the joy that you can put on others' faces just by, you know, doing something, you know, the act of kindness for others, you know, that's where I get my pleasure from. You know, I've learned over the years, you know, you get more out of giving than you do receiving.
Yeah,
And
it has been
the
said.
nature of our business is a service to the community.
That's right.
So to give back to the community that I service, you know, it just makes, you know, my business stronger.
Yeah.
You know,
After so long, it's levels.
yes,
After so long, once you have taken from the community, it's definitely a point in time where you make it your business to give back. So Trey, we'll make sure that we allow that time for you to put your toy drive out there, and we're going to make sure we promote it well, and and of course I'll be there to give a great turnout. We always got your back on all your events. So to our supporters, we you know, all cash is verified. That means any cash coming in or any cash going out is verified. As far as the business aspect, people that support, you know, this podcast to keep it going. You know, they've been helping us move right along. We're building, we're growing, and now we got, you know, it's becoming a platform for such as Toy Drive, such as the raffle that we have going on, different entities that are going to be where others can participate. You can tap in and find out what's going on by tuning in here on this podcast. To my personal supporters, the people who just, you know, support me for years, I have to make sure that I acknowledge them. And I also have to say, you know, there's a standard, you know, respect my show. I have to respect their show, their money. I have to respect it. So I have to acknowledge them, you know, giving to someone without being acknowledged. That's crazy. That's, you know, who would do that? I want to speak about prosperity and power. Prosperity and power is the rant that I do in between podcasts. It's also, it serves dual purpose. It's a formula as well as a rant that I have on, you know, it's on YouTube. I have it on the internet as well. And it's a formula that states, you know, you gather your prosperity and present it to establish your power. That will be replicated. It can be replicated for anyone. We love the way that works. The recap, you know, how many boxes? This topic is really kind of slick. I'm really falling in love with this topic. Troy got to check 2 boxes. And his first one is communication. I said you had to make me look good. That's the number 1 box. Delana said loyalty. She said loyalty was the number 1 for her. So out 5 boxes, how many? 5 boxes, 5 stars. How many do you need check? We're going to move progressively with this topic. We're going to bring Troy back. I want to bring Troy back next week.
yeah,
Because I want to go over the topic with you and everybody listening and watching. Y'all can go over this as well. Of 168 hours. How many hours in a week, Delana? Hold on, let me hold on, Delana. No.
We went through this last time.
No, I went fast. At Delana, oh, yeah, I was correct. It's 168. We're not gonna answer this one today. We're gonna get out of here because I actually got, you know, I got a couple of them outside waiting on me. We're gonna do 168 hours in a week. Now we know we're gonna dedicate 40 of those to work. Of 168 hours, how many hours do you dedicate to your significant other where you can honestly say that you spent time? Just stop right there. You just think about it, because you got to think about factoring sleep. You got to eat all the factors. You smoke that over. You marinate on that. We're going to bring you back to answer that one. We already answered it. The answer was tough. Just leave it there. Leave it right there. Don't even mess with it.
There's a lot of math involved.
It's a lot of math involved. So we're going to bring you back for that. He established the toy drive. I told you about the toy drive. I spoke to you about the raffle. I talked the raffle exchange TNS. We've covered a lot of ground here today on another beautiful podcast. I'm glad that you came and enjoyed and live with us. Be out there, serve as a dual purpose. I want you to stay safe out there, but I also want you to stay dangerous. I want you to really, really understand that we living in times where you got to preserve yourself. See, I can at all make you look good. Because that's so important to me. Please allow me to do so. we're gonna wrap up here. We got a topic that we've already done, but we want to bring Troy in, brother Troy. We're glad that you come into the panel today. We got Delana here. It's just amazing and wonderful. And Laura, like I say, her number one box is loyalty. So she's loyal to this thing. She's down with the podcast, and we're doing it. Y'all be smooth out there. We'll be back to you soon, and let us become sharper.